פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה, בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום מביא לילה, מבדיל בין יום ובין לילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, יא לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
Amen, amen, amen. Ma'ariv Aravim. The Ma'ariv has arrived. The evening has arrived, and welcome all to Zoom Siyyum for this Monday evening in Chol HaMoed Sukkot, in the midst of Sukkot. Shalom to all who's out there. Shalom, Rabbi.
Hello, Simon, we see your face.
Oh, look at that. He's fur-free.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, look at that. Hi to those of you who are with us on Facebook, to Adele and Marianne and Nancy and anybody else who's there. Say hello to let us know that you're with us. And we'll start with a song to get us warmed up.
Oh, that. Let's think. What can we do? Let's do a little bit of our rejoicing song, since it is the time of rejoicing. We'll do a little hine, but first, little v'samachta. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha. Ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד.
Yes, yes, how good it is for us to be together. And hello also to Tamra and Phyllis and Rochelle and Chaim Dove and Rita and Donna. So lots of folks who are saying hello and with us on Facebook. So we're happy to have you with us. Um, and I'm going to tell a story, and then we'll say hello, and then we'll have our Siyyum. Terach, Abraham's father, was an idol maker. Abraham used to sit in his father's workshop and watch as his father took heaps of clay and shaped them into animals of all kinds, creatures which had the heads of birds and the bodies of people, or mean-looking warriors. Then his father would bring these statues outside of his shop and sell them to people as gods. Terach, the idol maker, had gods for the home and gods for travel. He had gods for the farmers and gods for the merchants. He had gods of all kinds for all places and all problems. One day, Terach had to deliver a bag of idols to a man who lived far away. Abraham, said Terach, you must watch the shop while I am gone. Just give people whatever they ask for. And with that, Terach packed up a full bag of clay statues he had made and left the shop. Abraham was alone in the shop. He looked at the statues that filled his father's shelves. He could not believe that these strange and sometimes funny-looking clay figures could actually be gods. After all, his father was just a man. How could a man make a god? Abraham was puzzled. He was so deep in thought that he did not notice that someone had entered the shop. Where is Terach? Cried the man. Where is Terach? I am Abraham, son of Terach, said Abraham. Can I help you? I have such problems with my business. I need a special idol to bring me a change of fortune. So Abraham went to the shelves his father had filled with special idols meant to bring their owners good business. He picked one up. It was truly ugly. It had the head of an eagle, the body of a man, the legs of a horse. Here you are, said Abraham, handing it over to the man. It's guaranteed to bring you good business. The man took it greedily from Abraham's grasp and looked it over from top to bottom. He must have been pleased because he reached into a small bag he carried around his neck, took out a couple of coins and tossed them onto the counter, and then he hurried out of the shop. All day long, people came in and out of Terach's shop. One woman wanted an idol for her daughter to help get her married. Another person wanted an idol that would keep her young and beautiful. There was another person who wanted an idol that would put hair back on his head. Abraham brought each person exactly what had been requested. He simply went over to the shelves and looked for the sections which held the idols he thought he sought. One section was labeled marriage makers. The other was labeled beauty makers. Another said hair makers. After the last customer had left the shop, Abraham stopped and wondered, don't these people know that my father made the clay statues with his own hands right here in the back of the shop? Then he stood up and shouted, a man cannot make a god. God has created us and the whole universe we live in. He was so angry that he picked up the broom he was supposed to use to sweep the floor and began smashing all the statues. He did not stop until the figures lay in bits and pieces on the shelves. That is, all the figures but one. Then Abraham took the broom and placed it in the hand of the one remaining statue. When Terach returned from his trip, he walked into the shop and was horrified to see the disaster which had befallen all the idols. What happened? What calamity has struck the shop of Terach, the idol maker? Father, said Abraham, it was truly terrible. First, one of the idols turned to another, claiming it was the most powerful. Then the other idol boasted it was the most powerful. Then before I could do anything, each one was shouting it was the most powerful, and this is what happened. That is when what happened? Terach asked in a state of shock. That is when this large idol picked up the broom and cried, we shall see who's the most powerful. And he began smashing all the others to bits. But that's impossible, screamed Terach. I have made them all with my own hands. They are clay. I know they are only clay, said Abraham. The true God cannot be the creation of us who are human. God is the creator. We are the created. With that, Abraham left his father's shop and started out on the journey that made him the first Hebrew and the first patriarch of our people. Let's say hello. Who wants to do that? Aurora wants to do that. Come on up, Aurora.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Can I show you something? See my face, mommy let me put her makeup on my face.
Oh.
Got some makeup on his face too.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
You want to show?
You're all decorated.
You want to show the makeup that you put on Mommy's face?
And I have makeup on my mommy's face.
What do you
Oh,
guys?
look at that. Yeah.
See, Daddy
I
didn't get
decided
it.
not to.
So yeah, we got a lot of decorative faces going on there, huh?
Aurora wanted us to keep the makeup on.
Cool.
So now we have faces.
Well, good to see all of you.
Good to see you.
All right, Becca.
There's even a series about the penguins of Madagascar.
Oh, there's also a series
Yeah.
about the penguins of Madagascar. Were you watching some of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to move it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. All right. Let me say hi to a few more people. Hi to Roger and Serena and Ellen. Good to have you with us. So let's move into our evening Siyyum, our Shema and Hashkivenu prayers.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha.
Just a few little announcements that to share. To check your email that came out on Thursday night for links and events taking place at TBI, including a number of adult Jewish learning events that are coming up, including two longer-term classes, Intro to Judaism with a Taste of Judaism coming prior to that, and an I Engage course on Together and Apart, delving into Jewish peoplehood and our relationship to Israel and peoplehood. It's I think the fourth I Engage class that we've taught. So one is an 18-session class, intro class, and the I Engage class is 10 sessions. We have all those shorter sessions. Gary Gilbert and Tammy Snyder are teaching a class on love your neighbor or not, what Jewish tradition teaches about the idea of loving your neighbor. And it's going to be looking at that through different times and lenses of Jewish life. So lots of stuff going on the adult Jewish learning scene. This Friday night and Saturday morning are Simchat Torah Shmini Atzeret. So we have both our family service and our regular service on Friday night will be Torah centered and oriented, and then we'll have our Simchat Torah morning service on Saturday morning, including Yizkor memorial prayers as well. What else do you want to share, Cantor?
I think you covered most of the events. Okay. Lots of things coming up. Very busy time at Temple Beth Israel, though mostly virtual. I just want to remind everybody that our ongoing food drive is moving towards a climax in still got about a week and a half. You'll be getting an email soon that my son Benjamin is part of his B'nai Mitzvah project, which he's been doing really since COVID started. We'll be offering to pick up your bags. We'll wait till that stops one more time. Okay, thank you very much. One more. All right, whoever that is, they're not going to get answered. So, thank you very much. It's what you get when you have a talking phone. Anyway, my son Ben will be is offering to do pickups, ideally over the next few days. So there'll be some information coming in email to you about that. And if you have food pickups that you'd like Ben, who is not driving, but who has an able chauffeur, in either my older son Sam or my wife Lisa, will be coming to your house to do a socially distanced pickup of any food items you want to have us deliver to Inland Valley Hope Partners. Thank you.
And if you haven't yet had the opportunity to give to our High Holy Day Appeal campaign, as we're entering a challenging year, if you have the capacity to make a donation, ask that you do and that you help support Temple Beth Israel and all that we provide to our community and to our congregants. So we would appreciate that support. And we'll end with a song.
So it is Sukkot, and Sukkot is a time when we put some focus on.
Yes.
Simon, you want to say something?
Yes, regarding the appeal for funds, I am glad to let everybody know that Brotherhood will be having a check for $3,000 to the general fund. I will bring it in on Thursday, my regular service day. I'm glad to do that.
Wow.
We'll have to make an appearance, make a
Rabba.
special thank you to the Brotherhood for that. Yeah, thank you, Simon.
Very good.
Thank you, Simon. So as I was saying, it is the time we study the book of Kohelet, the book of Ecclesiastes, and probably one of the most famous passages in the book of Kohelet was turned into quite a popular song a number of years ago. I think many of you know it. Goes something like this. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven. And a time for every purpose under heaven.
Erev Tov, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you soon.
Good night, Lehitraot. Moedim